Hello and welcome back. I, once again, have been struggling. I think today marks 4 days, probably. I was kind of feeling like the Schumann resonance was high or something, and I felt low, kind of negative. Of course, again, not depressed or anything like that, but I was dealing with it. And I know it never really lasts long. And so I'm trying to just go with the flow, try to be positive, trying to, look ahead. My last ex messages me. And I'm not hateful to anybody, and I will be your friend as long as you do me right, because that's the way it's supposed to be. But when you go and you stomp all over me and do me wrong, and it's like nothing goes right, then that's the time where I will leave you behind. Well, he contacted me, and yes, as some of you know, he's done me wrong quite a bit. But when all that blows over, I'm still not going to be your best friend after all that negativity that you've put upon me. But I'll be decent to you because I am a decent human being. And he messaged me and I replied. And I don't remember what led me to this topic I'm fixing to share with you. But it pulled me all the way down to a place where I did not want to be here anymore. Once again, and that I just wanted to go home. What was brought up was kind of a roundabout way. How are things? No, I think I'm the one that brought it up. I think I was. He knows that I even want to talk to my dad forever. And keep in mind that I haven't seen him since I was 21 and I'm 54 now. I hadn't even spoke to him. I shared that with him. I said, guess what my sister did? She actually gave me my dad's number. And when he was shocked, of course, I was shocked, of course. I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, after he will barely remember me is when she gives me his phone number. Not once did she say, Dad, take care of this issue yourself years ago. If that was even his wanting, is to have nothing to do with me. I don't know. I really don't know. And then things started flooding in about, my dad not remembering me. And my thoughts started to wander. And I'm like, yeah, after he won't remember me, my conversation will probably null and void 5 minutes after the conversation starts. And it will repeat itself consistently. For those of you who don't know, he's got Lewy body dementia. And he can barely walk, and his memory is going really, really bad. And my sister even made comments where his conversations does not make sense. So I'm like, now this is the time that you want to give me his phone number. Not even a year ago when I seen him on video where he knew who I was. And he's got worse since then. And then I tell him, yeah, and my sister wants me committed for observation. For, claiming who I am. I'm a starseed hybrid worker, light worker. And she wants me observed because she feels that I have lost touch with reality. And then that was another slap in the face. And then a couple of other things were brought forth. And he said, wow, I can't remember his exact words, but it was along the lines of, wow, you've been through the ringer. Then I started really thinking. And I'm sitting there thinking of the things that I was currently going through before that was even mentioned. And I think that previous thing was what was wrong with me for the last 3 days and then yesterday. And I almost lost it many times at work. And I remember thinking, is this what a breakdown feels like? Because I just wanted to start screaming. I had tears in my eyes. I would not allow them to drop. I just wanted to stand up and scream my ass off. But then I'm like, nope, you can't do that because people will think that you're crazy. People are going to think that you are losing your shit, in which I would have been. And then I'm thinking, you know, I thought that I was on a better path. I thought that I had been healing that part, many parts, for so long that none of it would have reared its ugly head ever again. I don't know if it was a test. I really don't. I don't know if it was a test and seeing if I've really taken care of the issue. And if that was the fact, I failed miserably. And as I've mentioned in my other videos, is this a constant process? Healing the same thing until the day you die? It should be you heal it for maybe a year, maybe even 2, and then it goes away. It may linger in the background, but at least it's not in the forefront, you know? Yesterday affected me so bad that I didn't speak to anybody from that point forward of me almost losing my shit. And then it was time to come home. It's all a blur. I don't remember a lot after I came home. I didn't even know what I did. I cannot sit here and tell you what I did. I don't remember. I do remember getting in bed early. Oh, I started a load of clothes. That's one thing. And I cooked my lunch for today at work. And that was about it. I went to bed extremely depleted. Mentally depleted. I had nothing else to give. And this morning, I didn't want to deal with anything. I did not want to deal with work, talking to people. I didn't want to do anything to cover the issue that I'm trying to deal with. So I called in at work. And of course, it's not held against me because as long as we have PTO to cover our hours, then it's not that big of a deal. So I took my PTO hours, in which I didn't want to do, but for my mental health, I think it was the best thing for me to do. I thought I would get on here and at least tell you guys what I've been dealing with. I actually was thinking what it would be like if I went home. It would be so much better. It would be so much less pain. That I actually have family on the other side waiting for me that would not dare treat me the way anybody has treated me in this lifetime. I couldn't help but think after I told my ex these things, I was thinking, wow, I thought I had healed all of that. And yes, I do. I have a lot of shit hanging on to me. It's hanging over me, around me, on top of me. And, you know, telling him all that, I felt like an elephant just sat on me. I'm tired of being in the place I'm at. I know I will be happier somewhere else. I found out that I could move to a downstairs apartment, but I have to come up with another deposit. I can barely feed myself, and they want me to come up with a whole nother deposit. But they said I would get this deposit for this apartment back, minus the cleaning fees. Which still, my apartment, it will be clean. There's no damage whatsoever. But I'm like, still, I'll be $100 short from this. I don't know. I don't even know how that works. I don't know. But that means that no matter how painful my hips become, coming up these stairs are going to be harder and harder for me. That cancels surgery if I have to have surgery. I didn't even know if I want surgery on my hips. I think that I will try to build up the muscle around them in hopes that it helps. So until my YouTube takes off and or my TikTok, until that happens, I'm stuck here. Everything is kind of out of my control for now. I got my IRS papers sent off. That's one plus, and that is to take my name away from my ex's IRS. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that it will work, because all of those taxes were his, not mine. Now all I have is my name change for the IRS. I send that off tomorrow. I haven't set up the Mac Mini that Giuseppe had sent me. I did order a second piece that I needed for it to hook up my monitors with. And once I get that, then hopefully I can set it all up, and I'll let you know how that goes as well. I wanted to stay in touch with you. It's been a while, and I'm always sorry that happens. And when it happens to me, it's something that I need to deal with. Not that I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do it today. That's not it. It's that my mental health is not in a good place right now. But I will message you. I will do another video tomorrow, hopefully. I think I have quite a bit to do. I will try to. I just meditated also before starting this video, and I asked for guidance, healing from my guides. I invited Yeshua, Yahweh, Shiva, Buddha. I always usually, when I remember, invite them to my meditations, and I talk to them and my guides. But I'm going to end this here. I just wanted to touch base with you, and I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're doing better than me. And I'm going to send all of you love, light, and peace. Bye.